it does work as a double header. All three categories, and starting with the junior category, have the 2 qualifying heats over the course of a day, and then they have the finals. As you can see, we're about to get the mechanics race off the line here, and we'll see who wins. Sam Fugit, the mechanic there for Daniel Kelleher, gives it a good push off the line. Hopefully he doesn't step over that white line, though, because that can DSQ a driver. Engines fire up, then drivers heading out onto the track. Let's take you through that full starting lineup ahead of qualifying heat 2. James Anagnostiidis and Daniel Kelleher going from row number 1. Leonidas Peruzzi, after claiming that win earlier on, starts it on the second row of the grid. We'll have Vanessa Schilkenape for company alongside. Oscar Gallen and Kasper Reipold go from row 3. They'll have Egon Pedrotti and Matthias Wittfer on row 4. Nathan Kapan and Sujana Dandu, they round out row number 5. They'll have Toby Gale and William Marshall on row 6. Mitansh Jain and Veer Chopra round out row number 7. Victoria Farfus and Marcel Scapello round out row number 8. They'll have Ella Häkkinen and Connor Clancy on row 9. Nicholas Stanley and Axel Nocom round out the top 20. They go from row 10. Didier Kreeft and Vera Jurland on row 11. They'll have Corinne Kaur and Xavier Dudkovsky on row 12. We have Zachariah Dole and Dinia Islamov on row 13. Aryan Singh and Maxim Bobrajov on row 14, with Sanjana Dandu and Angelina Simmons on row 15. Amelia Przemirska rounds out the 31 kart field in this one. She starts it row 16 at the back of the field, but it can only go forward for her in this race. Drivers end their out lap. They begin at their formation lap. And like we were saying earlier on, a very competitive grid of racers, but Leonidas Peruzzi claiming that first win for him. Like we were saying as well, Anagnostiidis finishing his race earlier on P2, just behind Anagnostiidis. So again, looking to see what he can do in this one. Toby Gale finishing 3rd place. We go on board with Oscar Gallen in this race. Again, be crucial to see what he can do from his starting position in this one. He's a little further down. He's on the 3rd row of the grid, starting it in P5. What can he do in this race? He did struggle a little bit in that last one. He had to fight back in the second half. But certainly the pace from qualifying has been delivering in this race. Say the temperature is high here, so looking after the tyres is vital for the field in this one. Let's just see what they can do. Peruzzi at the moment leads the intermediate classifications. He's got those 50 intermediate classification points to his name. If he claims another win in this one, he has the 100 points. He claims 25 championship points at the end of the qualifying heat space today, and he secures pole position for the final. But what will the championship leader Anagnostiidis say about that as the field head towards the tram lines? Are we racing? Yes, we are. We're green flag and racing down in towards turn number 1, and once again it's a brilliant start for Anagnostiidis. Holds on to the race lead as they reach the apex then at turn number 1. Is anyone going wide? Couple of drivers going onto that curb on the exit of turn number 1, but everyone clean and dry in towards turn number 2. They come into the next sector now. This is where it gets a bit tight and twisty. It's the pinch point on the circuit, and some drivers here have been caught out in the past, but this time around, once more, the field holds on to it nicely. Down the inside, there you can see Anagnostiidis holding on to the lead. Leonidas Peruzzi has got there into 2nd place. He's had another good start to this race here, and he's instantly saying, right, keep going. If he does claim this win, he will have the pole position for the final. If he finishes in 2nd, he won't, because again, Anagnostiidis, the pole sitter, out-qualified him. He would get the jump on him. So if they finished in this order now, it would be Anagnostiidis, despite the fact that they'd be joint on points. Across the line they go then. Anagnostiidis leads the way from Peruzzi. Daniel Kelleher there in 3rd place is piling on the pressure, as that slipstream effect certainly plays into effect here. Reipold's there in 4th place. He has gained 2 places in this race as he tries to close in on the drivers up ahead. Oscar Gallen, Matthias Wittfer, Pedrotti's there as well. Gale's gained 3 places. Kappen from Mitansh Jain has also gained 3 places, is rounding out the top 10. But the front runners here, very, very close, and I don't think Anagnostiidis is going to like this attention too much. He wants to try and break away, but in this position, he'll be all fine and clear. That's gone terribly wrong for Dinia Islamov. He is out of this race and will go no further. He'll try and get that restarted, but I don't think it's going to go. Here, though, down and towards turn 13. A little look to the inside there for Daniel Kelleher. Backs out of it the last moment. Stays behind as they exit out of through turn 14. Now this is where Anagnostianis is starting to open up the power a little bit here, as down the inside goes Daniel Kelleher. Now that was a vital move there, because he could see that Peruzzi just wasn't closing in as quick as I think he would like. Remember, it is hot here. The tarmac is quite coarse at the Elaine circuit, meaning these tyres do drag out just that little bit, so they do need to be careful they don't overuse the tyres. They get one set per day, so these tyres will have done time qualifying. These two qualifying heats then will have to use these very same tyres for the final as well. There is Dini Islamov, unfortunately. We saw him trying to restart his car. He is out of this second race. The only solace he can take from it is he will be in the final later on, but albeit well far down in the order. Eyes on this one then. Kelleher, who was able to get past Peruzzi, is able to keep in contact with Anagnostianis, and there the slipstream down the start-finish straight. Just putting him back into play here. A lot of curb on the exit there for some, more for others there, as I think that was Kappen going a bit wide there. And, we saw Rijpol going wide as well. Daniel Kelleher, fastest lap of the race as well. This is exactly what the Irishman needs. 56.597. Pushing in right now and just waiting for that prime opportunity to go for the move. Down the back straight now, heading into the final sector on the circuit. Then these two fast left-handers here before the back straight. Tucking into that slipstream, just giving him a kick on that rear bumper just to say that I'm right here, you've not broken away. And right, okay, well, hand gesture there from Dini Islamov saying that I didn't crash, he hit me. And let's see what happens here as down in towards turn number one. Action for the race lead. Through goes Kelleher, and through goes Leonidas Peruzzi. He's up into second place once again. His chance of starting on pole position for that final and taking those 25 championship points are not over just yet, as he has the opportunity here. We're only on lap 5 of 9-lap race, and it's all kicking off here as there goes Peruzzi down the inside. Leonidas Peruzzi takes the lead as they go through turns 7, 8 and 9 onto the final sector of the lap, but he's not going to hold on to it for long. Kelleher's going to bite it back now through turn 11. Back down the inside, they won't have the pace then. Down that long back straight, Anagnostianis will be able to close in here if these two continue at this rate. Where is Kasper Rijpol? He's dropped off the back. He was closing in on these drivers. He may have had an issue because now he's got the likes of Gale, Witwer and Kappen all on his rear bumper. Back over the start-finish line they go. Kelleher holds on to the lead in towards turn 1. He does go a little bit defensive here now, and Peruzzi doesn't like that. He is communicating with him, saying, go, go, don't defend. And now he's got Anagnostianis back on his rear bumper. So again, this is not what he wants to see. Marshall's taking advantage of this battle as well. He's closing in and setting the fastest lap of the race as well. He's a little further down in the order, but he's still having a very strong race in this one. He's currently 8th place right now behind Rijpol, who we were talking about closing in on these three, has now tumbled just behind him now. So there we go, you can see how close it is. Right, back onto that back straight now, and is there going to be a move for the inside? Here we go, there is. Peruzzi to the inside, Anagnostianis goes through as well. That is how powerful the slipstream is on the back straight here at the Elaine Raceway. Across the line they go, still super close here. Peruzzi, though, holding on to this lead. Anagnostianis right on that rear bumper, just pushing him through turn number 1. Sticks right with him now as they enter into turn number 5, 6, 7, and the rest. But this is where it starts to get interesting now. The laps are running out. The pace has got to the quickest it's gone. They've got no other pressure from drivers behind. It's just these three, Peruzzi, Anagnostianis and Kelleher. 1, 2, 3 right now. They are clear by about 2 seconds from the rest of the field. Now you can see Kelleher's dropped back a little bit. That's probably the smart thing to do. He's probably thinking that these two, they're getting a bit feisty now. They're going for these moves, as we're going to see another one here down the inside. How close could you get? Anagnostianis back to the lead now. He just sends it to the inside. He's going to push along now. He claims the lead of this race as they go on to lap number 8. So this is the penultimate lap. Last lap board will be out this time to the drivers. And Peruzzi went defensive there. That gave Kelleher the line there. That gave him the track position. He has closed right in on that rear bumper again now. This is the battle just behind there as well. You've still got Toby Gale who's leading that battle now. He's got past the likes of Reibold as well. Kappa's got there. Marshall's got there as well. They've all changed around in the background, so there's still multiple battles going on. But like we were saying, with Anagnostiadis taking this win, if Peruzzi holds on to second place, he'll be fine. But he's down to third place. This is where he doesn't want to be. Peruzzi needs to win this if he wants pole position. Daniel Kelleher at this moment is looking at a third place at start for the final if he holds on to this second place position. But Anagnostiadis is looking for a pole position for that final. Last lap board comes out this time, and that's the biggest gap that Anagnostiadis has got so far in this race, up to 0.4 of a second. Kelleher and Peruzzi need to work together on this last lap to close the gap. I don't think they're going to be able to do so as they exit out of turn 5 through turn 6. Gale, though, that's what I wanted to bring up in. You can just see him closing in behind. Fastest driver on circuit, 55.858. Is closing in, but you can see how big the gap is there, and with how little there is left of this lap, there's no way he'll be able to close in. But this man here, Anagnostiadis, James Anagnostiadis from Australia, has delivered so far this season. As the battle for second place kicks off once more, Kelleher has to go defensive. He'll hold on to it though across the line. Anagnostiadis, he'll claim his first win of the weekend. Far first Vishamiska from Simmons, Dukowski from Vitva, Hakkinen from Dandu, Jurland from Kor, and the retirements, Maxim Bobrajov retiring, and Denia Islamov also retiring from their second qualifying heat.